What's happening? Let me fix my little camera. Make sure I got the angles popping. Rocket dropping.
Honey, we don't age, do we? Hey, Sean.
Girl, when I tell you I was by the pool and I was thinking, oh yeah, that's right. I gotta get on live. So hey y'all, what's going on, everybody? Hey, Miss
Come
Michele.
on in the room. They love you, girl.
How's it going?
Good. Okay, wait. Let's get into it. I don't even know if I need to make this introduction because there is only one daggone LisaRaye McCoy in the entire world. But this is LisaRaye McCoy, the renowned actress. She's a humanitarian, but she is a bomb designer. So we got to talk about her jean line and everything else in between. And my good girlfriend, LisaRaye. Woo, wait a minute. I need you to clap.
Wait, because here's my thing. I want to tell people how we met.
Okay.
Because I think it's really important.
Okay.
Because I feed off energy. And I know a whole lot of people out there do.
Yes.
I met you at the
Celebration of Hollywood. It was. I remember that.
And that's the it used to be called the Acapulco Black Film Festival. Now it's called the American Black Film Festival. Right?
No, we met. Remember, it was Celebration of Hollywood where they only had it one time, and it was all the actors and all the remember.
But it was Jeff Friday's event though.
I don't remember. Okay, you're right on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And so I saw you over there, and you was just into the live entertainment that was going on, and I just saw you grooving, but it was that haircut that was so sharp that I just kept looking because I was kind of contemplating, should I cut my hair, what I want to do different with myself, but then I was thinking my forehead is too big, but whatever, right? So I look over there and then I saw what you had on and I said, damn, she's sharp. Now, women and men, feel me.
Right.
When you see somebody pretty, beautiful, gorgeous, artistic, or any of that, vibrant, you attract to that. And I am attracted to beauty, right, inside and out. Did not know Michele at all, but whatever her aura was giving out, I felt it. And I said, that sister looked like she needs to be my friend.
You still?
I did. And when we met, we clicked automatically. I did not know what she did or anything.
You did it.
The energy was right. And ever since then, we've been like this.
Yes.
The heart don't lie. But you sharp, you intelligent, you are very smart, you a bomb-ass stylist, great mother,
don't make me cry.
Woman.
Oh my God.
You are really somebody that I look up to because you make it look easy. You make it look like Superwoman. You know what I mean? Like you're just handling everything, and everybody need a good girlfriend like that because I know that I lean on you sometimes. I know that I ask for your advice because your experience dictates what you've been through so you can give me some of that.
Oh,
hi, grandbaby. You can come in, look.
Oh,
it's
is that your grandbaby? Yes, because she's going to stop me from crying. Hi,
see?
Hey. Oh, I miss her so much.
I know. She said, do I know her? I said, yep. I said, wait till you see her face. And then you're going to say, oh, yeah. Didn't I say that? I said that. Then I said, you're going to say, oh, yeah.
Oh, she's so beautiful and she's getting so big and she just stopped me from crying. Lisa.
Yeah, little something.
Did you put on sunblock?
Not sunblock. Not yet. That's why I'm under the umbrella. You want to come up here with me? You can come up here and get on this side.
LisaRaye's one and only grandbaby who she absolutely adores.
Here it is, baby love. That's the sunblock. Just right. Put the sunblock on me. I don't listen. I put suntan lotion on because I be like, give me the sun. That's why I'm in my swimsuit. But Michele, I wanted to say that to everybody that's in here because they're not just in here for me. They're in here for our conversation. They're in here for women. They're in here for blackness. And they're in here to have and hear a conversation between two real, I can't say what I really want to say because the grandbaby's here, but two real, you know what I'm saying? And when you look for a friend and somebody in your life, you want to absolutely have someone that has gone through some things so they can tell you how they handled their thing. So you can take a little bit of what everybody have shared with you and make it your own. So I thank you. I appreciate you, my friend. You have always sang my good graces, even when you called me for your film that you produced.
Yes, love.com. Okay,
that's right. Love.com. We put that in the festival and it was wonderful. I had a wonderful time shooting it in DC coming up there. You called me and you said, hey, I need you. And I said, absolutely, I'm going to be there. That's what friends are for. It cannot be
Yes.
about money. I said that in my first movie. All money ain't good money.
Right.
What you gonna do? Make a career out of it?
Right.
Hey, y'all know those one-liners. So when you meet somebody that you can like, right? People saying the truth, tell the truth, right? Because you gotta have harmony between us. Because so much is going on right now to this love right here, me paying homage right here. This gotta be real right here. Because it's so much when we step outside our cars, when we step outside of our houses, that we got to deal with life because it beats us up already. We should not beat each other up. You know what I mean? And it's not to say whoever you got, you know, a beef with, a legitimate beef, hey, stand your ground.
Right.
But when you have somebody that you love, share it, tell it, teach it, give it. Don't be ashamed of it. I love you. I love you, girl. Thank you.
Okay, now see, you don't mess me all up.
That's okay. I can run on with the interview. I can keep on talking if you
Okay,
want me
yeah,
to.
because hold on, you don't mess me all up. But with that being said, I do want to say thank you because our relationship has always been reciprocal, and we have been there for each other.
Yeah.
And when you have called me, of course, you know I'm picking up. And when I've said, okay, and we don't even have to talk every day. When I said, El Rey, when I called you for that movie, it was like, I'm clear of who you are. But you didn't even hesitate to say, oh, girl, yeah. Like, what we going to do? Okay, how I'm going to do it, when I'm going to do it. And so I just want to thank you for the reciprocity in our relationship because truth be told, and we didn't even have this, okay, I want y'all to know, this is how we be on the same page. We didn't have this discussion at all. She just threw me for a whole loop right now for the last 5 minutes while I done teared up but I did want to talk about how girlfriends and us women need to show up for each other. When we tell each other that we love each other and we tell each other that we're here for each other, that just doesn't mean you saying it. That means that we show up for each other when we need each other. And I think that we've done that together. So I want to thank, when I called you for ABFF, you didn't hesitate. Like, it was like, okay, girl, what you say? Okay, hold on. And not just that, you kept your word. You know, I've been in this thing a long time, and so have you, and it is very rare.
And the thing about that is that what is it going to cost us to do each other a favor and to hold each other up? You know what I mean? It's like, it's not going to cost you anything. It was like, it made me go, well, what am I doing those days? Nothing. You know what I mean? So it was like, so let me go and try to help the next person because it's very rare you get your blessings where you lay them at, where you give them at. And that's okay because you got to believe in the cycle of your blessings. You know what I mean? You got to, right. You still got to keep blessing somebody. And I totally believe in that. You know, Michelle, I'm a jokester. I love to joke and I love to be like, you know, and I'm just a kid at heart, you know. But when you really get down to it, we have so many sides to us as women.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That people are taking so literal these days. But it's like we need to lighten up and really love on each other. And really receive that love wherever you can get it from. Because, my God.
And here's the thing. And I don't know if you saw the video that I put out where I was talking about, you know, what gets up under my skin, like it makes my skin crawl. When we say, hey, sis, how you doing, sis? What you doing, girl? Like, I'm here for you, and then in 2 breaths later, tell the person's business, you're talking about him. The thing is, we don't even have to, like you and I are tight, we don't even have to have the same energy for me to want you to win. Do you understand? I get to choose whether, LisaRaye, you get to choose whether we're friends. We have options. But I still, as a woman, honor the next woman and say, hey girl, like, I still want you to win. It don't matter that we don't have the same energy and I get to create boundaries, but I want you to win. And when we can get there and stop dogging each other out, it will be so much easier. What she say?
She's talking some, Gaga, let's go in the pool. I said, okay, just wait 1 minute, okay? We got to do this real quick. And then when we do that, we're going to splash in the pool, okay? And you're going to have your floaty. Where's your floaty?
So listen, I asked Karan to look for questions because, you know, as I'm talking to you, I can't. But I told y'all before, LisaRaye McCoy, she's probably the most authentic and real. So she said that she will answer any of y'all questions. But I got some fun stuff. So wait, first I gotta talk about the stuff that you're doing now. Right?
Okay.
So
can you see me okay? Am I too hidden? Do I need to be in the sun? Am I all right?
No, you look beautiful to me. Ask the people what they say, Karan. You watching the comments?
Well, I saw somebody said I look like an alien. I'm sorry. I didn't have time to do my hair.
Said that?
I don't know. But I didn't have time to do my hair, so.
That's what we don't do. So let's keep moving. I don't know who
said
that, but anyway.
Get out of here.
Dang. Okay, now I'm looking for it. See, Alan, you don't throw me off. Hold on, Elray.
Well, I can go ahead and talk about what I got going on.
I want to talk about the cocktails. I want to talk about
cocktails with the queens. Yes.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
That's been fun. And that came as a whim because let me tell you, they were interviewing myself, Vivica Fox, and Selena Johnson together.
Yeah.
And so when we logged on to get interviewed, we never did get to the interview. We just took over. Being in the business for so long, we just started talking and vibing, started talking about things that was trending, started, stating our facts and our opinions about everything, you know. And when we got to the end of the show, it was like, did y'all have any questions?
And the show.
And so they called back to say, can we interview you guys next week? And so my answer was, for what? Because I did it already. You know what I mean? I was like, I've been on network. I'm good, And they said, we love the synergy between you all.
Yeah.
And so, when they asked us again, they said, would you guys mind doing this every Monday at 6:30 Pacific time? And I was like, sure, we're quarantined. This is the new normal right now is what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said, and it will be fun. And when I tell you this little bitty show that was like the choo-choo train, I think I can, has went viral.
Yeah,
if I'm making the shade room, Vivica's making the shade room, Selena, Claudia, it really has been nice because we are entertaining, we are teasing, we are pleasing, and we take it light. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know it's some things that we've said on there that people are like, what are they talking about, these aunties or whatever? But we're not for everybody. Maybe some of the mature millennials will watch, or some of the younger millennials may want to peep in and be like, what's going on or whatever. But we're not trying to be liked by everyone.
Right.
We're just doing the job. We're talking about things that's trending, and we're putting a spin on it. And it's definitely our opinions. You know what I mean? And so, we get in trouble sometimes. Sometimes we don't. But I find it to be very rewarding. Yeah. And on Mondays, I look forward to doing it. So I'm cool with it.
And it's for ladies like that have strong opinions, which makes it really, really fun, which makes it real interesting. And y'all, here's the thing. Everyone's not for everyone. So if it's not for...
you know what? I wouldn't have gotten in this business if I really, really gave a damn or any fuck what people thought. You know what I mean? I have to have a tough skin because everybody's not going to even like me as an actress. Every role that I portray, and so I just don't work for that certain amount of people.
Absolutely.
But my career span and how long that I've been in the business speaks to my longevity that a lot of people do.
Right.
So those are the people that I relate to and that I entertain. You know what I mean? And I try my damnedest to get new people on my side. And I do believe that I have because I stay relevant. I do. People.
You definitely do. Hold on, but that's another game I gotta play with you. But you definitely do, and that's one of the things that is in my personality that I know you and I are alike in. It's like, my relationship with God, who I am, the things that I've been through. I don't need anyone to validate that I'm good enough, that I'm here.
Yeah.
And it's like when you understand that there's so much freedom in that, so you can just be who you want to be who you are, say what you want to say because everyone's not going to like it. And people going to talk whether you're doing good, bad, or nothing at all. So you might as well do what you want to do. You know what I mean? You might as well. What you looking at the comments? I'm trying
I was going to post, and let them know that I'm, whatever questions they want to,
you want him to ask. He's going to do it and pin it. Oh, you type it and you type it on there, right? And is that what you're saying?
You got assistants and all, what I'm saying? I'm like,
I can't do this by myself. I got to get dressed and ready.
Okay. I see you got the white on. You must have been feeling
That's just for you. You saw the flyer because guess what? You know how every time I'm with you, I'm always in black and you're always in white. You remember you
Somebody
saying
just
that?
said they can't wait for me to wear my sequin skirt. Is that the one that you had
Yes,
made for
yes.
me?
The designer that I got that from, the one that I had on, yes. Oh, I
Yes,
didn't see that.
I I just caught it. I absolutely love it, and the matching mask. I can't wait.
She
I can't
gonna wear
wait.
it. I told her that we would tag her on it too, so that's good. I got
Absolutely.
something else that I wanted to ask you, and it just slipped my mind. Okay, you put in the comments what you want so that people know that they can ask you whatever. Look, your fans
Yeah.
are on here.
What to say? Benny Compton stays. The projects can't. Ain't no finna. But come on now, y'all. Reread what you wrote, cause I can't even read it myself. Compton stays. The projects, cause ain't no fitting a baby daddy to pass on that one.
Why are you reading
Okay,
that?
Benny, I can't read it, babe. Okay. Who is this? Benique. She says, "What advice would you give young women who are trying to find their way?" Oh,
Wow,
that's a tough one right now
it's a
because the
loaded one.
entire world is going through something. And
Yes,
so if you didn't have any aspirations and dreams before this, I know that it's very difficult because a lot of us can't see the light at the end of the tunnel because we don't even know when we're going to come up out of this, you know? But the first thing that you got to do is come up out of the depression so you can see what your worth is. Because if you don't see what your worth is, you're not going to see the value of what you have to give and what you have to offer. And that's with any job. Any job you have, they're hiring you, they're paying you to produce a job because they like what you're doing. But you got to be able to have something to give. You got to, in any relationship you have, you got to be able to be valuable. And as an assistant, a PA, a CEO, or just a person that is working any type of 9 to 5, you are valuable because you fill that slot
absolutely,
of 9 to 5 right there.
absolutely,
They need you.
absolutely.
So if you don't have anything that you aspire to do, you got to find a passion in something that you like. Start there.
Right.
Do a pros and con list. Things you like, things that you don't like, because the things that you don't like is going to help you not waste time about the things that you should and should not be going into.
Absolutely.
Meaning, like for me, I was like, I like to talk. So it was like, I like to talk. What can I do with that? Radio? No, I don't like radio. Check. I want to do radio. You know what I mean? Is it like, is it
Oh,
TV? Is it theater? Yeah, I can do theater. Check. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
yes,
The pros and cons, your to-do list is very important. So start there, because I don't know where you are in your life. I don't know if you meant acting, but if you did or you want to be specific, NVEENIQUE
what is?
1. Benique 1 is who I'm speaking to.
Oh, okay. I'm
I'm
like, what are you
answering your question.
spelling? Okay, so this,
Hmm.
I'm like, what are you? Okay, so I know this, but can you explain? Someone asked, why do you always wear white? Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, because it's not even a ta-da answer. It's because one day I went on vacation and had absolutely everything in my suitcase. There was a white outfit and they all looked different. And I was just like, wow, I wonder if I could do this for a week. I wonder if I could do this for a month.
Yeah,
And it just stuck to me
yeah.
because I really felt like I didn't have time to be thinking about what colors went together, what I was going to do with this color. And I actually made it worse because you have no idea how many different shades of white there is. You got winter white,
Off
white,
white. Yeah, I know.
off white, cream white, and I'm just but I know what everything is, Michelle. You've been in my closet, so
I
you know I'm
know.
organized down.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
feel crisp and clean. I definitely am not a virgin, but I might be an angel.
Okay, listen. You know what? Yeah, you are an angel, and so am I. Hello. I've claimed it. What would you tell your 29-year-old self? I just saw, and that was from one of the one. That was from IO. She's an actor, and she does a lot of stuff. But not just that. I want to speak, but you know what I speak to is the heart of the woman. I want to speak to that because when we get that right, everything else comes into play. Like we don't. It's almost like I told someone one of the greatest things that I've ever learned in my life was to sit still and ask
Yes.
for wisdom. And when I don't know what to do, I just sit, do nothing. That doesn't mean not work. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in relationship. I'm talking about what your next move is. You have to ask for wisdom, but you have to be able to sit still because we move so much that you can't hear what
Yeah.
it's like God has a voice everywhere and it's always speaking. But if
Yeah.
you're not in tune to it, that's like the radio playing and you don't have it on. So what
And
would
I
you
think
tell
that you're
someone
right.
that's 29?
I think that I went through a transition when I came to LA. I was a Buddhist at first.
I didn't know that.
Yep. I used to go Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge
Okay,
Kyo,
hold
Nam
on.
Myoho Renge Kyo. Yep.
Okay.
And I was searching, and I knew that I was searching,
Yes.
you know, and I was like, what am I looking for? To center myself,
Yeah.
to be accepted,
Yeah.
to have an accountability partner. Like, what am I searching for? You know, and it was peace, you
Yes.
know, and I didn't really know that then. I didn't want to start doing things on my own cognizance.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to be in a place in which God and I was in alignment for the purpose of my life.
Right.
And I didn't know what that was.
Right.
And so while I was searching, I knew that I was on a path to become a better me.
Yes.
I just wish that I didn't waste so much time. I wish
Right.
that I would have sat still. But what I did learn in Buddhism is to just do that, because they believe in meditation.
Yeah, I love
And that's
meditation.
what I walked away with, knowing how to meditate and to be still and to believe in faith and deepen your faith. So once I did cross back over to Christianity and got baptized, then I was able to read my Bible with more of an open heart,
Yes.
and to be able to say, I want to be a better me. You know what I
Because it
mean? And
speaks.
learn.
It's alive. It speaks. It'll speak to your heart
Yeah.
immediately once you start reading it.
But
You
I
know
had
what
to learn it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I had to learn the lingo. I had to learn the people, the energy. You know what I mean? I had to have the faith, because my mind is so movie like, till I was like, I needed to happen to me like my child. And it's like, yes, that's me. You know, I needed
Yeah.
to be like
Yeah.
that. And it don't
Yeah.
happen that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I need to also hear from him when I'm sleeping, and I just wake up and I know that he's talking to me, and that I feel that he's listening to me. I needed to have that.
And you know what else? And I don't I have to go back to see who said. Oh, I do know. I already said it. But here's the reality. Once we learn that everything we need, nothing that we want is found outside of ourselves. It's not in a man, not in a career, it is all found within. But that is what you have to seek for the peace. And at me at 29, you know what I would have told myself?
What's that?
To be much kinder to myself. Because
Oh.
I think that we beat ourselves up. We get in a position, we say, okay, we're not moving fast enough, or I should be here and I should be there. And the truth of the matter is, where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. And you have to maximize every moment like it owes you something.
And you know what? I'm learning some things now.
Yes.
You know, I'm learning some things now about myself. I feel like I'm coming into my own at another level of my life.
Absolutely.
You know, that I am unapologetically me. Absolutely. That I don't like everybody. Everybody don't like me. I don't need to be around everybody.
And everybody
I don't need
to be
to
around
believe
you.
in me.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? My opinion is my own. You don't know what went on with me and so, or that person and me. You don't know. It may not need to even be your business. You know what I'm saying? I've learned to be more liberal. I've learned to be more patient.
Yeah.
I've learned to speak my mind more too.
Yeah.
Because what I've learned too is that my opinion matters.
Your voice
and it's valuable.
does matter.
Yeah.
And Elray, so I don't think I told you this, but I have a book coming out, right? Because I teach about how to show up for yourself. And one of the things that I just said to my intern is that showing up for yourself doesn't mean that you're abandoning everyone else. What it means is that you are no longer willing to abandon yourself. Yeah. What it means that you're no longer willing to say, okay, I'm going to abandon me to please someone else or for someone else's good. That you get to show up for you first, because God says you give out of the overflow. So you got to be full, and then I can give you what you need once I have what I need. Yeah. And know that that's okay. Like, we as women are okay with that. It's like, okay, I'll help, and then we mad because we depleted. No. Yeah. So my no sounds so good. It just, no, I can't, no.
Everybody's feeling what we're saying.
Right. I don't feel bad about it no more. I gotta ask. Okay, I don't know if I should ask you this. Okay, wait. First, let's talk about this. He laughing at me. First, let's talk about this.
You're like, Go ahead.
Okay, let's talk about this. LisaRaye, in a relationship or single right now? Oh, wait a minute. Is this something I don't know? Hold on.
I know, right? I'm like,
hold on.
what I was gonna say is that this quarantine has been so good for me as far as focusing on myself.
Yeah.
It made me say, no, I have things that I want to do, meaning my businesses, that I need to get me together because it's not fair for someone.
He over here jumping up and down because I just said this to him. I said, I just.
Yeah. My granddaughter and my daughter's here, so I got to conduct my life now like a single parent all over again, and that's okay. But I'm also utilizing this time to get my businesses off the ground. I'm protesting. I believe in Black Lives Matter, so I've really been using my voice to be out there and lending myself to that message.
Yes.
And with that in mind, I have to be able to be focused on me so he don't come into my life and go, I got to help you with this and help you with that. And it's not to say that I don't want a partnership for him to be able to help me, but I want us to build and bring each other up. I don't want to come something with just baggage.
Yes.
So I talk to people. I feel like right now I'm in a pen pal relationship because
we're in Corona,
we
honey,
FaceTime. Right. Yeah.
Let me tell you something though. But the best thing about that, if you're in that, is I think what we miss out of relationships and friendships and true intimacy. And I think if people actually really took the time, and it's just talking and sharing and having common ground outside of all the other stuff of beauty and the other stuff that comes along with. If you just do that, you can actually really get to know someone really, really. So I said to somebody, well, I heard the divorce rate is going up, but I look on the good side. And I said, but it'll be a lot of marriages that come out of this because people will start realizing that. People will start being a lot more intimate in their conversation and who they are and expressing themselves. So that's good.
Yeah. It's been good.
Do you remember that time I walked into your house? I don't know if you remember this. I can't use the word. Was your granddaughter there? And you were like, B, I just want to know why you single. And I said, well, why both of us single?
Yeah, and I almost hate when people ask that. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like, yeah, you get to either think, why am I single? Or do I need to not be single? Or whatever that is. But it's really in God's time. Because I know me. I know that I can get unfocused if somebody come into my life. He can whisk me away like Calgon. Like, let me go. Come back to this. Let me go. You know what I mean? And right now, God is saying, no. God bless the child that has his own. So you say you want to do this. You say you this businesswoman that. Get it together. Bring it to fruition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside because now they trying to. My neighbor trying to do something over here with his yard, so I'm gonna go inside.
I was about to say I can hear you real good though. Okay.
It's disturbing me.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to talk about these jeans because I'm trying to get you here. Yes, honey. Hold on. Y'all, you're showing out today.
I'm gonna go inside. Y'all, come on through. Okay. Woo.
I love this girl. Okay.
There we go.
Hold on. Okay. So, wait. I always have to watch my time because I get carried away with you. Okay, I'm good. I don't want to cut us off and then I haven't. Okay. So, let's talk about the jean line. Because you know what I was thinking about? So,
What's that?
I was reading, I was thinking about, I remember PZI before, right?
Yeah.
And
They were out of Atlanta.
2011, you had a line with them, like a white jean line or something like that in 2011. They're from for curves, like we got, right?
For the curvaceous woman.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, this has always been my to-go-to jean ever since they asked me to put the jean on. You know, one of my girlfriends was like, I know I have a friend. She owns this company, these jeans. They're going to fit your body so great. And it was like, okay. And I tried the jeans on. It was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we
they don't
like
hurt to put no jeans on. Like, right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I last year, about a year and a half ago, they called me and said that they were retiring.
Yeah.
And they asked me if I wanted to buy the company. And so I did.
Okay, now come on with the businesswoman
Yeah, I
Remember
did.
when I
And
talked to you and you were on Wendy Williams and them jeans look so good. So I have to get, well, when this is over, and remember I was going to come to LA when I thought we were, but this is like pushed it back. But when this is over, even if I come there, I want you to come here so that we can produce something and show your jeans and do whatever.
absolutely. I was just about to launch before COVID started. I'm so glad that God spared me from that because I would have a
He's
whole
so
warehouse
dope.
full of jeans
Yeah.
and just sitting there. But it allowed me to be creative enough to be my own designer. And I have designed jeans with white jeans in mind, meaning
Yes.
I can't find the type of white jeans that I always want. So now I'm able to make them, then make them in a blue jean and in a black
Like,
jean and in a
yeah.
gray
I
jean or
think I
whatever. You know what I
saw
mean?
the blue because when I came to your house, you were
I had them
all, I
all
mean,
over the
all
office.
over the place. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
say that,
yeah.
but yeah.
I have a lot of things that I got the core jean that's still the same fit and everything. I haven't changed the jean fit. But what I did change was the
Wait a minute, hold on. Someone is saying marry me. Okay, can you tell people that it's LisaRaye? Because I think
let me put it
that,
up again.
yeah. Because I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I remember being with you and you're like, it's LisaRaye. Like people think that Lisa is your friend, but it's actually LisaRaye.
Yes.
Please tell people that. So I'm not, when I've corrected people, it's not being mean. It is LisaRaye.
Yes. And after I answer this question, I'm gonna go back to why that's so important. Let me just answer that real quick.
Okay.
My father's name was David Ray McCoy. And I am named after my father, LisaRaye McCoy. And because I'm not a boy, I'm the closest thing to it, you know what I mean, to pay homage to him. And I did not like it when I was younger because LisaRaye sounds so country because my family is from Mississippi, New Orleans. So it sounded so country because it was like, ugh. But I realized the older that I had gotten, the more that I loved LisaRaye because I was a daddy's girl. So on my
That's what
license
we
plate,
have in common too. Yeah.
I used to have Lil Ray on my license plates. And so my father passed when I was 20 years old. And so it really became prevalent to me because I wanted to pay homage to him. So Ray is for my deceased father, me paying homage to him, you know? So it is not a stage name. It's not a made up name. It is on my birth certificate. It's LisaRaye McCoy. So it's like Mary Jane
Right.
or Billie Jean.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Joanne. You ain't gonna say, what's up, Joe? You're not gonna say that. You're gonna say, hey, Joanne. You know what I mean?
That's
So
why I wanted people to know because I just
yeah,
get comments that say Lisa and I don't know that they're clear.
yeah,
That
yeah.
and I've corrected people. So, but when they say it, because we're good friends and I know, okay, well, it's LisaRaye. Like I just want y'all to know that it's LisaRaye.
And some people, some people will call themselves being sarcastic or funny by saying Lisa anyway.
I mean,
You know what I
they
mean?
do what they want to do, but
And I'm just
and
like,
you ain't got to answer the things that it's not your name though. So
right. So the people that really know me, they know what it is. They know why.
yeah.
If they shorten it to LR, I do answer the LR. You know that.
Yeah.
I'll answer the L
And
Ray.
I say L Ray.
Yeah. I'll do that. But I miss my dad, every day. So my name reminds me of what I don't have and what I do have at the same time, And so I would like for people to respect that, But on another note, with the jeans again,
Okay.
back to that. So I changed the hardware on my jeans. So I just changed the zipper, the buttons, and the rivets on there.
Oh,
and then
can you post on here the line so he can pin it?
Sorry. I sure can. So what I had done was come out with a fashion collection as well with just the core line.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I can't wait for everybody to see it. So it's pzi.com. It's not up yet, but by the time we get ready to launch and figure out when we're going to get back to a normal, then of course it will.
And then I will figure out when you launch and then to have you here too.
Yeah, because we'll have pop-up stores all over the place. I need some high-waisted ones. I'll have all of that.
Okay, yeah. So I you know how I be sending you stuff. I need you to send me a pair of white.
Oh, you want a white parent? No problem. No. That's no problem.
Okay, yeah, because I got blue and black, but I want a white because you make the white jeans look so good. I'm like, okay, I need white.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
That's
So
funny because people always say, girl, you'll say you're going to throw on a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and you come out looking like you dress. And it's like, I do.
yeah,
I got to wait. But you got that too. Anything we put on, we look like we just dressed. You know what I mean? Even the jogging suit. It's like,
right.
who
I
made
get
that?
in the house and my girlfriend like, you told me you were chilling. I'm like, I am.
Right.
Like, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, so
Yep.
that's what yeah, so I can't wait because when I saw you on Wendy Williams, I was like, okay. And then, because remember when I came, okay, can you tell the people this too? Because I don't want to get this wrong. So on your birthday, when I came and there was a big ceremony, can you tell them what you were crowned? Can you do that, please?
Yeah, it was the Queen Mother of Ghana. And what that title means is just for us in the States, in America, is an ambassador between Ghana and here for whatever it is you want to represent. And they've been watching me through the years to see if I was going to be serious, if my philanthropy was real, and if I was going to be able to really help. And so for me, I believe in kids and education. That's my thing. I believe in vision. We dream visual. We learn visually. We learn by the things we see. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so you see it in your head. You can think it, you can imagine it, and it can be. A chair was not a chair until you dreamed of what it could look like. Yeah, and start building it.
And put it into play. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I really believe in that. And so I want to help bridge the gap between education with our kids here and the kids there. I want to be able to bridge the gap where more celebrities can lend their platform to be able to help the government give some grants and give some monies, not just for our kids here in America, but as our Black people and our Black family and our heritage over there in Africa as well. Okay. So that's what that's for. Now, the title for me humbles me actually, because they can give you so many titles, but a lot of those titles, sometimes we have them and we don't really care about them because they've just been pressed upon us. You know what I mean? We're going to give you the key to the city, and you're like, what can I really do with this key?
Right.
Does it unlock anything? You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Right.
But when you go through something that is ceremonial, like what you saw and witnessed, for me, I was learning inside that ceremony as well, because as we were reciting a lot of things, it was like, wait a minute, what we saying here?
So what that mean? Okay,
so right, I was like, we could be calling the gods or the devils and demons. I ain't for that, you know what I mean? Kind of thing. Y'all taping this?
Because I knew we was about to be on the shade room, and I was like, well, hold on.
Girl, I said, did I just get married and didn't know? Wait a minute, I did that already. You know. So for me, I'm still learning. Yeah. I know that the ambassadorship will allow me to travel back and forth, to allow me to be able to have a special pedigree, if you will. Yeah. You know, where I'll be able to go over there and have meetings with the president and sit with some sponsors to be able to get sponsorship dollars to be able to say, well, here's some things that I want to do back in America that we need too, because it ain't all just about them. It's about the cross promotion of both that we can help. And so that's what that is. And I get a chance to travel over there and to be able to bring film over there, to bring actors over there, to bring tourists over there, to be able to have foreign exchange student programs. Like I really want to be able to utilize the title in a way in which it benefits everybody and not just me.
Right. So listen.
So listen.
Oh, no, so you know when I say so listen, I'm about to say something. Because remember, I'm like, okay, I know. Okay, well, I gotta get, well, no. Okay, let me ask you this. I have to ask this. Because I didn't even, I had no clue. He laughing at me because I was like, wait a minute, what? I didn't even, can you please tell me what the thing was with Nicki Minaj? Because I saw Charlamagne's a friend of mine. I was like, oh, that's L. Wait, well, wait, what? So just give me a brief, like, real quick.
Yeah, we were talking about rappers, music, entertainment, people that come before us and who paved the way for us.
Absolutely.
And we were talking about the beef that has continually gone on between Nicki Minaj and Little Kim.
Yeah.
Little Kim feels like that Nicki hasn't paid her homage. And Nicki is like, well, bitch, I done said your name, and I thank you and Lil Kim and everybody else. How many times you want me to say it? You know what I mean? Kind of thing. I do know a little inside, you know what I mean?
Of course you do.
I would say because Nicki is so big now, I would say it would absolutely mean the world to a lot of generations and a lot of people in the business for you to even reach back and say, I ain't got no beef with you at all, sister, because you were before me and you paid her. So when I said sit down, I didn't mean sit down somewhere in your career. Absolutely not. She's too hot. You know what I mean? She's a bad one. She's a baddie. She's a hot. You know what I mean? That's not what I meant. I meant sit down with the beef. You know what I mean? It's like we got too much to worry about. Let's come together, because I think that would be big if she came together. Because I do understand too that Cardi B and her had something going on where Cardi took her shoe off at her, and I was like, what is going on? What is making?
I don't know what happened.
They were at some type of a big affair.
Take a shoe off in a video.
She took her shoe off and was trying to get at old girl, and it was like, what is going on? What kind of beef is this now? So my thing is, let's don't make this about a beef, because music should not be gangster. Music is entertainment. We talk slick all in our music, and it could be real and it can't be real. It could be made up and fiction and whatever. You know what I mean? We get it. But when it comes to real life, let's embrace each other. Let's come together. So and I didn't know that her fan base was called the Barbs.
So they came after you.
Okay, tell mommy, okay? Let me finish this, okay? So when the Barbs came and said, you don't know what you're talking about, you know, you need to keep your mouth closed. Nicki has paid homage to Lil Kim all along. Where you been? She done did a song with Foxy Brown and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, absolutely, that's fine. That's them. Let's get these queens together. Because it came right off of me seeing Erykah Badu and Jill Scott.
That thing was so bomb. When I tell you, and see, El Ray, this is what I mean. That I don't even know what the hate is, because God is so dope. We all have a lane, and we can support each other in our own lane. It don't take nothing. That thing was so dope to me, how they did that. I was up in here.
They showed us how you can pay love and homage.
Absolutely.
And so when I was saying that about Nicki, I don't know her personally. As a consumer, as an audience, I'm a fan. You know what I mean? But I got to be able to speak to you as an older sister, as an auntie, as a cousin, as a sister girl, or whatever. It's like, mama, you holding the torch right now. Somebody passed you that torch, and you're going to have to pass it to somebody. And they're going to be talking to you in the same way in which you're talking about the people that came before you. You know what I mean? And so I think the Barbs, being who they are, true fans of hers, just attacked me by saying you don't know what you're talking about. But I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know who they were. I still don't give a fuck about them at all right now.
Hold on. I'm about to fall on my chin. See, this is why I love you. This is what people, I know they know about you, but I know it personally.
Yeah, because they ain't doing nothing for me, to me, against me, with me, or whatever. I'd love to have them on my team, because they ride or die.
They ride. That's what we do.
I believe in that. Because I'm an older woman. You can't get to me with my thick skin. I got thick skin. You know what I mean? So that don't mean nothing to me. I pissed you off. Okay, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. All right, keep it moving. You know, but my thing is, I wanted to make it clear what I meant, so they know, because it wasn't a diss. It wasn't bringing another black woman down, not at all. Because I only have beef with two people in this world, and the whole world know who that is. That's Dwayne Martin and Nicole Murphy. Them the only two.
Okay, hold on.
Otherwise, anybody else, I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. All right. Yeah, you know. So they just took it out of content, but it's good now. It's cool. I think the ones that just want to have a little meow is just ones that's just still angry and just don't know any better. But they'll get over it. They'll know.
I got a game I want to play, but if I had more time, because I don't want this to cut us off. Oh my gosh, you know how much I love you. We could do this all day, but I don't want this to cut us off. But remember when I called you when you was on TMZ?
Oh, right. They even took that and some LisaRaye said that Nicole Murphy took her husband.
She did not say that.
I didn't say that. First of all, can't nobody take nobody from anybody. I'm too old to know. I know better than that. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give her that credit like I said. What I said is that, yes, we've all done some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you do it amongst friends and you done did it more than like girl, that's what I meant. It's almost like we knew Layla Rashad been married for 20 years to this man. Girl, what are you doing? Why? Like, that hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? Because I know from inside shit, too. There was almost like, oh, and then because I know what you did last summer. I know what your ass did to me and to a couple of other people. I'm out here looking like, girl, you need your ass whooped.
Hold on, y'all. This what y'all don't. Hold on, okay. This what y'all don't know about L-Ray. Well, you probably do, but this is why we are good friends. And it's not just that. It's that, like, we ride for each other. Like, literally. I could be mad at LisaRaye. Any one of my friends, and all my friends that are probably going to know that because I ain't got but a handful, a couple. I can be pissed off. But I'm going to call you and tell you that. But let somebody say something about you. I'm going to be like, hold up now. Hold up.
Yeah.
That's not.
And I really hate that because Nicole and I had a conversation about this. And she said to me, she said, I waited for a long time to be able to talk to you. She said, but you never would let me, basically, because it was almost like you should come over here. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't together yet. You know what I mean? And then when you think about it, it's like, what is this about? You know what I mean? It's like, I've been divorced for so many years, girl, but if you try to act like we friends, and that's what fucked me up. When she said, hey, I said,
L-Ray.
That right there made Chicago come out. It was like, well, let me get a little closer to you. So if whatever that was about, you want to say hi, let me get right here with you. What do you mean? You know what I mean? So and that's what happened. And so she said to me, I don't want us to have this beef between us because we're older women, we're in the business, we're going to see each other. And I said to myself, I said to her, I said, I don't either because this don't have to be. However, if you're going to tell me a story, tell me the truth. Right. If you're not going to tell me the truth, walk away.
Right.
When she said what she said, I took what she said. And I was like, okay. It was a goddamn lie, but it was like, okay.
I'm sorry.
Once I went back to the source and my receipts, it was like, oh, see, like, yo, my mama said, knock you out. Mama said, knock you out. You know, and it was like, I'm going to make a conscious decision and just plead the fifth. But when she sat her ass on that Wendy Williams couch and lied and said that I was a liar, that's what brought this back up. Then it was like, no, but we talked about this. We don't have to talk about this publicly. Come see me. Come see me. Yeah. And I mean that even right now today. Come and see me.
But you know what?
Let's talk about it. We winning.
Look, are you fixing your... But you know what? L-Ray, okay. But you know what? I did put out a video, and I don't know if you saw it, where I said, you know what? Some things, after a while, you get to decide whether you choose to participate in. And some things, it's probably daily I ask myself, should this be a conversation or a confrontation or just a little, okay, like, you know what I mean?
Am I going to see her and whoop her ass? Absolutely not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to me. But if you ask me if I got a beef with somebody and if there's a bitch out there that I don't like, I'm telling you right now, it's her. I'm saying.
Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, I got 7 minutes. Ooh, I love you. Okay, listen. Let's just play this little game. Shoot. I don't even know. I was like, let's play a game so people can get to know L-Ray that don't know. So
wait, I want to say something to the Barbs though, for real.
Come on to the Barbs.
I do. Because, honey, when I tell you I love they love, like,
yeah, because you're
hey, if I had 20 motherfucking friends like them, I swear. But can I have y'all on my team? Like, seriously, I got some shit that's going on that I could really use y'all help for. So can we change and flip this relationship now? And now that we got it out and I said what I said and I meant what I said, now y'all knew what I said and y'all accepted what I said, let's keep moving. Let's keep it going. You know what I mean? Like, I got love for y'all. I got love for me. But let's come together and let's, so holler at me. Call me.
Yes, the Barbs, like, you need them. We all need riders.
They the shit. They
You understand?
the shit, child. I was like,
We
damn.
need them.
I started trying to figure out what I can name my fans. So we like, come on, y'all, come up with something.
Wait, we're going to come up with a day. We're going to come up with a day.
The Diamondettes or something.
Oh, yeah.
Diamondettes in the house.
Isn't one of your jeans, like, named after Diamond?
Yep, it's the Diamond jeans.
Okay. Oh, okay, well. Okay, look.
Right.
Okay, shoot. Okay, wait. Okay. Well, shoot, I don't even know if it's just relevant now.
Wait, somebody said, but I don't follow my fans. Let me tell you, I'm just now getting in. Let me tell you, I didn't even know to get all up into them comments that you guys rely on the feedback. I didn't know that. And I didn't. So just recently,
that today too.
Yeah, just recently, maybe in the last month, I started really hitting people back. And it became fun to me. Like, even the Barbs, I started hitting some of them back. I was like, this shit is fun. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you know what? Don't let me go on your thing and I'll be like, okay, no, Ray, that's enough.
But I can't get to everybody. And I don't see them all because I am quarantined with my mom. God bless her soul. She's sickly and she's in the house with me. And so I'm trying to stay quarantined enough where I don't go out to bring in anything to her or my baby. So I don't have a lot of time. But just make sure that, what they say, Diamondettes.
Yeah, I think you should do that. And
I think I will.
Everybody on here, I don't know, so I mean, they all follow
Diamond Rays.
that I have.
Oh, what about Stingrays?
What?
No. What about Stingrays? No.
Okay. No.
Okay, Stingrays.
That's too long, and that don't even sound right. And if somebody
Ray
says,
of Sunshine. Ray of Sunshine.
No, Ray,
No.
that don't sound right either.
Okay, if y'all come up with something, let me know.
Okay. Okay, real quick. Tequila or Hennessy?
I was the first Black Hennessy spokesperson, so I'm going to have to go with Hennessy.
Bam. Love or money?
Love. And money. That's one and the same to me. That's one and the same.
I know the answer to this, but you've been in so many movies, I couldn't. But just movies I like. The Wood or Players Club? Which set did you have the most fun on?
The Players Club, because I was throughout that every day. Yes. Okay.
Nicole Murphy or Stacey Dash?
What about it?
Which one would you choose? Which one would you choose over the other one if you had to choose? Come on, girl.
Neither.
Okay, all right. Nicki Minaj or Lil' Kim?
Lil' Kim. Because that's because we're friends. So, yeah.
We done. I got 3 minutes. I love you so much. Okay, anything that you want to tell the people, everybody. What is
somebody said something about, right. Somebody just said something about I was foul for saying something about Jada Pinkett Smith. But did you hear, because we had our show yesterday.
You said something about Jada. Do we need to hang up and come back on?
No, because Jada is my girl. And she used to be my boss. Yeah. So then there was nothing bad. But, she taking her ass to the red table for that.
Right. Was she seeing him for real?
I don't know. So when we all gonna find out. That's what I say. I can't wait till she take her ass up to the damn red table because that's gonna be great.
Here's what I feel about it. People get to create their own happy, and if she was okay with it, and if Will's okay with it, why we not?
That's what I get to. When you play around with it, you can play, you can laugh, you can high side about it or whatever. But at the end of the day, we just nosy ass people that want to know what's going on. Inquiring minds want to know. But once they say what they say, that's it, period. And we're going to accept it.
End of story.
Period. End of story. So I'm excited to know. I can't wait.
What you got coming next? I swear, everybody that's watching.
I have a House Divided on UMC. And I also am on Family Business on BET. I got Cocktails with the Queens on Monday evenings at 6 o'clock, 6:30. Depends on,
now, wait a minute. Let me add this. My movie, Love.com, is still streaming on Netflix. And
there you go. I'm in that as well.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
So a girl is working, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm blessed. And I'm just like everybody else trying to get through this quarantine and protest because Black Lives Matter and make sure that everybody focused. We got to get the school out of office, please. And thank you.
I love you, girl. This has been so fun.
I'm gonna go jump in the pool with my grandbaby.
I know. I'm like, Dad, I don't know why. Y'all asked me Facebook or IG, and I'm like,
Slim
you know
Goods,
what?
that's right.
I,
Slim Goods said, yes, family business. I respect the hustle. And that's another thing. You respect the hustle from one hustler to another.
Another.
It's like those are the people that relate to me. Those are the people that's
Absolutely.
like, she just high side, she just playing or whatever. Hey, I'm just having fun and I'm enjoying life.
Yes.
And whatever life that we are having right now, we got to be able to say, let me keep it light, let me laugh.
And
So
I got a minute 58. So in a minute 58, I want to say I love you. You know you my rider.
yeah,
Like we in this to the end.
yeah.
When we can move around again, I'm coming out here, but I'm going to bring you here. I'm going to produce something and
Okay.
bring you here so we can showcase the jeans. I already called Claire
I
from
love
Fashion
it.
Mom Daily. She with it. Like, so let's do that. Anything you want to tell
The
anybody?
diamonds.
The
Somebody
diamonds.
said the diamonds.
Yes, that's it.
I like the diamonds.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what else
The
you talking
diamonds.
about, but that's
Absolutely. Who said that? Who just said the diamonds? Slim Goods? Hey, what's happening? He
Thank you,
didn't say it
Slim
first.
Good.
Damn, Lloyd Bolden. Hey, like to talk to you, D. Thank you, Chanel 7112. Letitia. I'm just reading
Y'all
off
can just
everybody.
hang
Yes.
up on y'all. This ain't my fault. Keep going, Elway. We got
I
1
know,
minute
but
and
we
7
just
seconds.
hey everybody, we love you. Thank you for tuning
Love
in. The
you.
diamond.
Thank y'all.
Okay now, I love it. I got me some.
Hey,
I
kiss
got
your
my own
daughter,
bar.
kiss your grandbaby, kiss everybody
Yeah,
for me. I'm going to see you soon.
absolutely.
Thank
Mwah.
you, boo.
Talk to you later.
Bye, baby. I'll see you.
All right.
Aww. Here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all. Come back next Tuesday, 7 o'clock.